That was weird.
Oh, dear.
Audio came out of the TV for a second.
Where were we last time?
I don't know.
I think we had just finished killing the Ghost King, so I think we were... Oh, okay.
Oh, right, yeah.
Amnesiac human person.
Dead.
Yeah, an amnesiac human person is captured by Magdra, so we're going to rescue him.
The stupid witch lady with, like, butterflies for wings. Is that supposed to be intimidating?
In some cultures,
Always.
I would assume. What was that, Tyrick?
Funny sneaking suspicion that I know who the amnesiac is, because I saw the two of you streaming this a bit.
Wait, but Frenzy probably doesn't know, so...
I'm keeping my muzzle shut.
Alright, oh yeah, we're going to the Wortham Chapel Cellar? What? What? Why are we back here?
I don't know.
I don't think that's where we're supposed to... Oh, I know. It's because, like, the way... It's because it goes further up north, into the mountains.
The way is shut and the dead keep it?
I was going to say this is the way.
No, more like, well... Oh, so that's why we've been leveling up so great. It's because, like, we've got, like, party members with us.
Yeah.
Much like
sense.
Diablo 2.
We got boosts.
Boosty boost.
Dim
Damn
boost.
power I have. Uncle Deckard said it came from my mother. He tried to teach me how to control it using his Herodric training, but...
Well, between the Zombo skeleton, the Zombo doggos, the skeleton
He was a great man.
things, and our battle brother from another setting.
Yes.
Oh, you're all over there now. Okay.
Alright, here we go. Well, to be fair, get the boost, the XP boost and stuff. Also, that's how it also worked in Diablo 2. So, I know now. Yes, we have to go further in town, up north.
Well, all I know is that apparently I realized I actually had some Paragon points, and I'm guessing because of our last playthrough in the past, and I may have made myself too strong.
I
Does not
know.
sound like a problem.
Yeah, I know. That's what we talked about this last week. Like Tabby.
And I probably completely forgot all about it.
Oh boy.
My
spiders.
brain has a horrible memory retention sometimes.
It's not as bad as my brother. My brother
I thought
does not remember.
like...
I keep telling my brother that we watched the movie Throw Mama from the Train, and he doesn't ever remember watching it.
Throw Mama from the Train.
Yeah.
It might not be a good movie if he doesn't remember it.
Why can I not destroy these egg sacs?
It's
I don't know.
think
I've been trying to break them myself, but it doesn't do anything.
Huh.
I think there might be a huge lag spike going on. Like, my internet connection's been kind of slow for some reason. Like, I've been throwing these.
On my end.
No, I mean just in general today. I've been having issues with like.
The Queen sings to me. Her music echoes from beyond.
Oh, you're
Okay,
just
crazy guys.
Okay.
Scenes much love that man.
Oh, okay, get out of there.
No, Zinch is not a spider. Isn't a spider guy. He's more a bird person.
Double damage.
Isn't wise for me to say these things, but I have become inebriated.
Oh dear.
That was Tabby's job.
Actually, that's That's a fine point you just made.
Each and every crusader was a warrior of rare strength.
But I think I'll wait
They
until
had
things
mastered
have
the power of
have
light,
calmed down here.
Of weapon and shield, and of self. Each was sworn to live as a crusader and
Yeah, I
to
was
die.
gonna ask Tabby, like,
200
if your
years ago,
family was still
they took
hanging
their
out with you.
apprentices and set out into the eastern
They
swamps.
have thankfully
They were
been able to
never
go back
heard
home,
from again.
and so far
Oh,
there
good.
does not seem to be any problems. I'm not certain about the... I am still uncertain about the condition of the fires, however, but I hear nothing but slow but sure containment, so it's good signs
good.
all around.
Good.
Unfortunately, there's still too much smoke to be able to do all the shit that I've been wanting to do on my day offs lately. So,
Like what?
barbecues! Lots and lots of barbecues!
Adding fire to the fire, I think that doesn't... I don't think that helps things, Tabby.
Well, it would be contained fire. I would be able to control it. Says,
There is no controlling fire. Fire consumes all.
this is fine. But
I love that one meme that Frenzy showed of like Sienna in a burning house. Like, this is fine.
it would, of course, this would be fine for her. So does that mean the dog is a pyromancer?
Sure. Although in the Cartoon Network teaser, like, his flesh melts off a few seconds later, so...
Oh, that's
Cartoon
terrible.
Network
What is
teaser.
It's a promo bumper or something like that. I don't know what the term is.
Are you sure this was Adult Swim?
okay.
This wasn't Adult Swim?
Yeah, this was Adult Swim.
Oh, I see. You know, I think one of my favorite cartoon bumpers from Adult Swim was the promotion for The Thing, the prequel. Even though I heard that movie was not so good, but even though people judge it largely because of the special effects being CGI,
If it
which I
wasn't
think is-
if it wasn't CGI, I would say it was actually very damn good. All I can say at this point is that I liked it, but I understand some flaws. But I did like a lot of the things they tried to do to actually tie it together as a prequel.
honestly, I'm just gonna say that bitching about CGI at this point is stupid. Because it's
same here.
it's just counterproductive at this point. Like, wanting practical effects in movies isn't gonna like make it suddenly like happen.
Yeah.
Though I appreciate when practical effects are a thing, like in Krampus. I love the fact that Krampus had largely practical effects, except for the CGI little toys that tried to kill everybody. But that aside, though, it was a great movie.
And
it was done by the same.
And
What?
one I
No.
still need to watch.
Also, you should watch Trick or Treat, which has a scene with werewolves, and it's amazing.
I have seen it, and I own it.
It's like a whole orgy of lesbian. Wait, sorry, never mind. This wouldn't be something Kyrus thing. But like, it's like there's like a giant orgy of like lesbian werewolves like happening near the very end, and they all just like shifting back into their werewolf forms and just eat their boyfriends. It's amazing.
That I knew how I must
And if you replace it with Game
one who
Assume
threatens my
more people
mistress
here would be
and the
interested.
power that created her. I have been chosen.
I mean, what?
What now?
Nothing. Those big guys really?
The whole point of the boyfriends thing was they were not there. The date thing is just a complete farce. They're just there to be eaten. Like,
Yep, they're just picking off the
Bring your
freshest
own
meats.
snack.
And the whole point with the main story is that one of them. Well,
it's not
did we
really
say
like.
we all watched it, or did?
Well, it's not really. There isn't like an overarching story. It's more just like an anthology of stories all somehow interconnect, where their only connection is the monster Samhain or Samhain.
Right. Well, there's definitely 3 main stories that go on, and then the werewolf one and one other kind of happens intersplicing in between these things, so you kind of get bits and pieces until it gets to its climax. And some things even cross over in some cases.
The basic point of the movie is that people kind of like lost like the whole point of why Halloween was started in the first place has been lost in translation with the modern generations, and so this movie kind of like just goes back to the roots of Halloween in the first place, trying to explain why this whole thing was started at all.
Right.
It's not to get candy?
No. No.
Although Sam Hale does have a sweet tooth.
Like that, yeah. Yeah, so in a way, like the movie almost never finished. Like there was some controversy. There was some stuff going on where like they weren't able to finish the movie initially. So, but then the internet basically just said no, we want this movie, and they just threw money at Michael Dougherty to make sure it would happen, and and so it did eventually get released direct to DVD. Normally direct-to-DVD movies in the U.S. are garbage, but in this case, like, it was actually really well done.
Well, the thing is, this was originally supposed to come out in theaters, and then Saw and Paranormal Activity shit started happening around Halloween. So they ended up bouncing it back a little bit to wait, and then I guess I never heard anything until it just came out on DVD and Blu-ray. And thank God the quality of it was still good.
Was Paranormal Activity really good though? I mean, from what I can tell, no.
I guess.
Like, from what I get, I feel like the entire movie just keeps asking the question. The movie constantly keeps asking the question, "Why are you filming this? Like, why would anyone be filming this?" Like, it asks this question over and over again.
Big
like,
treasure.
Ooh, the cursed hatchery. Attack, my pretties, attack!
I'll stick around here until you guys show up.
Oh, Hey, I've got a giant mole for anybody.
But yeah, the first 3 Paranormal Activities are actually pretty good. But everyone after that does start to... They have moments, but yeah, they're definitely not that great. And they don't really do a great job finally explaining what the hell's going on with the pivotal demon.
Yeah, I heard Paranormal Activity 4 was kind of the worst of the bunch.
I could say that the last one was the worst of the bunch.
What was... That wasn't...
That was the final dimension or something. No, there was a spin-off one after the 4th one, and then the 5th one, the final dimension, as far as I know, was the last one. At least the last one made.
Oh, there are more?
Oh yeah. The spin-off one was actually fine. I actually give that one more credit than most people give it. It can be corny a little bit, but at least it felt like they were doing something just a tad bit different with it. But yeah, the 6th one, like, it was interesting, but it never followed through on a finale. It just felt like it was another... We could have made another movie after this one.
Oh.
Ew! I do not envy that death.
He was a spider all along.
Damn spiders.
Wait, no, that's not how it works, does it? Is it? I think what actually wound up happening was, like, he had, like, a bunch of parasitic eggs inside him. And so so he wound up, like, just having little spiders just crawl out of his body. But unfortunately, though, they can't show that kind of stuff, because then this would be well past M rating.
The innards from her victims. Oh, no, it's too late. I hear her. The Spider Queen is coming.
Spider?
That'll work. I mean,
Is this a rated M game? Because this feels more like a T-rated game.
It's M. Hey, get back here. I'm not done killing you.
And then the spider's like, no!
Not ready yet.
I don't think my slowdown things are working on these. It's not. Interesting.
The Shadow Weaver? You're no Shadow Weaver. Like, Bordak's right-hand lieutenant, that was a Shadow Weaver. Wait,
Dead,
if we threw that, okay.
Dead upside down.
Somehow that acid didn't wind up melting her face.
Yes. Strange. What am I to judge? Ah, the Highlands. Welcome to Scotland.
It was terrible being stuck in there like that. Thank the gods you came along. What are you doing out here?
I seek a man taken by the Coven.
The Coven? I saw them dragging someone into Leoric's manor house. Perhaps it was the man you seek.
This just reminds me of that one movie
but I stole the
with the old, what was it called? The Visit? Where like we were supposed to be scared of old people.
Oh, The Visit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was basically M. Night Shyamalan's attempt to trying to get back to his roots or so.
Well, I heard it was okay.
I haven't seen it yet, but that is also what I've heard too.
I've heard it's okay, but the trailer just has me laughing. Like, especially at the final bit where the old lady's like, "Could you get into the oven so that I can clean it better?" I'm just like, yeah. I just face palmed at that. Like, really? Who could possibly be dumb enough to, like, fall for that?
Right. You are my brother, Anakin. I love you. High ground. Oh, hi, Tabby. Hey there, Zero. This reminds me of the mist when they went out to the pharmacy. Oh, with all the spiders, eh?
Oh, yeah, where the soldier just basically exploded.
Oh, yeah.
Into spiders.
That is a lot of goatmen.
I'm missing the goatman.
Bones? Snappy bones.
Okay, that was a lot of goatmen.
Yes.
Why are they all green?
Oh, look.
Highland Walker! Highland Walker, no more.
Oh! He exploded into slime.
Nickelodeon gap.
Oh, yes! Yay! I can finally summon my biggin! Wait, no, I can't.
No biggin. Wait, no biggin for anyone.
Okay, one more level, and then I can summon the biggin. Oh, wait, sorry. Oops. Never mind. What was I doing?
Something.
What was the first horror movie you guys watched? Zero asks.
What's the first movie? Good question.
There is... Yeah, I don't think there's any way I'm gonna remember what the exact first one was. But I will...
An actual horror movie. Let's see.
They attack caravans.
That's a good question, because most of the horror movies I know about were rated R,
We need you
to
take care
at the time. Oh, I would probably say the others, honestly.
For every
like the first legit horror movie was probably the others. As that was like, as we weren't allowed to watch PG-13 rated R movies when we were kids. We had to watch PG-13 movies, and believe me, horror movies at PG-13 or lower weren't exactly all that common. And I don't really count movies like Jurassic Park as a horror movie.
Zero says The Thing was his. You know, I kind of want to say it was either The Thing or A New Nightmare for me. I'm just trying to think of the horror movie that affected me the most when I was young. And while I remember watching The Thing on cable television and still being creeped out even with what edits they did, I think the first full-on horror movie without edits that I watched that I remember both fondly and remember legitimately getting creeped out was A New Nightmare, because there was a lot of fucked up shit that was going on in there in regards to a movie that was also a meta movie at the same time.
I found myself rather annoyed with New Nightmare as a movie. Sorry, no, it was Final Nightmare, where that was like the meta movie within the movie. As like, I just never liked the whole concept of meta movies, because it's just like, it's just like you could be doing more exciting things than just like making a movie about the movie.
So, Final Nightmare, was that like 6 or something?
I don't know, but I didn't watch that. Honestly though, here's a question for you guys. What do you guys feel like was the best found footage film you guys ever saw?
Yeah, that's what I've never seen.
No?
What Tyrek said.
What about you, Tabby?
I'm trying to think of the ones. Trying to think of some good ones. Because I cannot say the Blair Witch Project, because as much as there were some tense moments, I just still could not get over watching a bunch of people just swear at each other for about an hour. Even though it now makes sense to why they were all getting so frustrated to the point, but I don't know.
Treasure Goblin! Murder it! Murder!
You guys went far ahead. Oh, you guys went... Oh, shit. I am far behind.
Yay! Loot! Well, I'll say that the Blair Witch was my favorite found footage film for the longest time. Until Grave Encounters. Grave Encounters actually is... The problem with found footage films is that eventually you basically take the veil off the whole thing, reveal it was all an illusion, and that none of these people really died at the end or whatever.
Right.
But Grave Encounters actually plays around with that. Like, the whole idea behind it is, it asks the question at the end, like, is what we're actually seeing real, or is this all in fact an elaborate hoax made by the people who made the show to get some final scares? Because it's established near the beginning of the movie that these people are all elaborate frauds. They're con artists. None of the stuff they do is actually real. The actors are all staged. Like, there's a lot of work put in making clear that these guys are frauds. So it plays around with the idea that maybe this is all just an elaborate hoax, and you really shouldn't be taking it so seriously.
And that the task is one that she can entrust to no one but me.
But it also, at the same time, it's also quite possible that some of the stuff actually really is happening, and they're just playing it off as a hoax near the end of the credits and stuff. So it's very ambiguous whether or not what you're seeing really happened or not. So I think in a lot of ways the Grave Encounters has handled the found footage genre a lot better than most. But another really good one is definitely Troll Hunter, which I would totally recommend to you, Tabby.
I've actually heard a bit about that, and yes, that is also on my list of movies to watch.
Yes, it is a very good found footage film. But a lot of people don't really like the idea of found footage because they hate the whole concept of shaky cam and stuff. But it's like, come on, like, that's just being petty. All I can think
of when I hear like action cam is that Cross-Troy in Charge video.
The what? What video?
In the name of the Emperor and the Omnissiah, I officially declare this fucking prophecy started.
Oh, that.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh. Some people just don't like the idea of found footage in general because they find it cheaper and less, and like usually the general lack of effort. Which, to be fair, there kind of is a general lack of effort with found footage. Like if you've seen the majority of found footage films, they're kind of garbage. Yeah.
Yeah, that's agreed. Oh, also, but the OG, the thing, not the. I kind of figured you meant that, and I know is a prequel. The first two I watched, I remember because they left me traumatized, was The Thing and Alien, and I watched them when I was 6. Ah, okay.
Oh, well, I know that the first movie to really scare me as a kid was The Wizard of Oz. Like, I was so terrified of trees after that movie that my dad had to cut down all the trees in our backyard. It was at that point that they decided
that... watch Evil Dead.
Yeah, definitely. No, wait, no! Well, I think the most scary non-horror thing was definitely Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark. Because,
that face melting scene is still very well done.
It's so horrifying to watch! Even to this day!
Okay, where has everybody gone? Because I did not catch up again.
Oh, did I forget to bring the dog back inside?
Oh, is that who's barking?
That the Crusaders have returned,
that might,
and
yeah.
that they mean to go to the west. But who are these?
I should probably let him back inside, but I just know if I do, he's just gonna start pooping around everywhere.
Okay, actually, before we do anything there,
alright, I'll let him back inside once we get to the next checkpoint.
Well, the corpse is in poison, I can tell I found you guys.
I'm not sure if that's poison so much as blood, but...
The green stuff.
Found something.
okay, what? Where the hell?
Ah, yes! Here comes the biggin!
Oh dear.
What the hell are you?
Who the hell are you?
Withermoth.
Who you are? Why the hell are you?
Oh, great! I can summon new doggos.
Are they wearing?
Now my zombie doggos can go on ice.
There's your answer.
Come to me, my minions.
I think the barricade is up north.
I am at the barricade.
Ah, and now I have my endless stream of vampire bats to summon.
I found a lost wagon. Carian's lost wagon.
I know. I have staff.
Ah. Oh. Oh.
I'll give you a different staff, Mr. Darkmouth Land Warriors.
Flaming hammers, go!
Oh, this is amazing.
What necromancy is this?
Oh, sure, I can't break that barricade, but I can shatter everything else.
I am not a vampire, but I can summon swarms of bats. At this point, the game's just at this point, like this is just getting too easy for me.
And I am no longer that strong.
Oh dear.
Why am I saying strong?
I think you might have watched that dude Texas speech episode. Why don't you fight with wolves? Those wolves are strong. They look soft.
Also, I found another event chest, but I don't know if anybody wants to come back down to where I am.
Oh my gosh, Tabby, you're all the way down there?
Apparently so.
I think we should go back to find Tabby because. Wait, Tabby, don't expect the chest yet.
I'm not expecting the chest yet.
Okay, so we know for a fact that the chest is cursed, but we're still being asked to inspect it. That's like.
This is cursed. That is cursed.
Everything is cursed.
First, partially though, I think the game needs to have an understanding of what the entire purpose of a curse is, much like with werewolves. Well,
I mean, it does summon a bunch of enemies that try and kill you, so.
But I also find it hilarious every time that when werewolves like having be supposed to be a curse and furries just treated as why.
I'm still waiting.
You know, maybe those revenants don't actually come up in easy mode. Yay! Loot!
Jewels that I still can't use yet.
Okay.
I might want to go back to sell some things.
Yeah, I am now full.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that as well. And I'll go ahead and let the dog back inside, put him back in the box.
Management time! No.
What?
The game was being weird. It wouldn't let me select the things I wanted. Enemies hit by rapid fire or chilled. Now inventory time. I will take you. I will take you. Well, that's paddling. Hellcat Waistguard. Grenades have a chance to bounce 3 times, dealing an additional as each bounce. This bonus is increased to 100% on the final. Okay. No. I guess it was really the only good thing. Yep. Might as well.
Ah, that dog.
Hold that dog, man.
Like, he won't eat. He won't eat. He won't eat. He complains about being outside. He complains about wanting food, but he doesn't want the dog food he's eating. He just wants to eat he just wants to eat human food.
Ah, display food show.
That dog has been spoiled to the whole point of meaninglessness.
Fascinating. I'm going to be making myself something to drink. I shall return shortly, but, well, to the game shortly. I'm just taking my headset with me.
Alrighty. Okay, now I can move up. I'm going to salvage everything.
Everyone in my family just seems to assume I have this agenda against Kirby. Honestly, care less.
The pink sucker thing, Kirby?
No, the family dog, the Cocker Spaniel.
Gotcha.
Which, as I recall, you are allergic to.
Yeah. So of course everyone just assumes I'm being over dramatic about the allergies, and I just hate the dog.
Which doesn't seem proper when if you are allergic, then you can't be near the dog. So why is dog your responsibility when somebody else who's not allergic to dog should be taking care of dog?
Uncle Deckard is gone forever. Remember the wonderful times we had together. Always off on another crazy quest.
Apparently they asked my sister and her husband if they could take care of it, but they did not want it. But to do so, they would have to get rid of one of their dogs, and that wasn't going to happen.
Uncle Deckard died for those stories.
What happened to my book? I had a book.
I mean, it's not like. Really, it's not like they're the ones in charge of
Used to talk to him for hours.
It's not like they have to be the ones in charge of it just because my father doesn't want a dog in the house anymore, and because my mother just doesn't have the heart in her to actually get rid of it.
Were you raised as a Templar in the Order?
No. Our scripture says, as a farmer reaps his wheat, so must
So
he
they're
reap the harvest and
kind
purify
of just
the
basically
weeds.
doing the. They're basically like doing what the.
They asked me if I wanted
Oh wait,
demons,
oops, that wasn't.
and I said yes.
That would be
There you go.
simpler. But your order destroys monsters. Mine
But whatever, you know,
redeems them.
I'm just indifferent. I'm just indifferent to the dog. I don't honestly hate the dog.
Gotcha. You have officially start playing Fall Guys. Was it still free? Because I'm assuming you got it on the PSN, right? Because I began to question something about that when I thought I read something that after the free month had passed, you just pay full price again, even when you're a PSN member. And I'm going, I don't remember a description like that.
It could be misinfo, Tabby.
It could be, because it looks like so far I still own the game, so I haven't just gotten a chance to play it again since I have.
I'm technically not really interested in Fall Guys. Like, it just looks like one of those really benign games that, you know, is going to be just another trend, like Fortnite.
I mean, that's fine. I mean,
I
do like the race MXC kind of style aesthetics, but I'll admit I'm hoping that there'll be a lot more when Season 2 comes around. That's why I'm not really playing it all as much right now, because I pretty much played everything that it's had to offer except the Hoop one that most recently Jesse Cox and even Game Grumps were able to actually get. It's like, you fucking lucky bastards. Also, I just have to kind of point out, I was surprised to see a Fall Guys episode today from Game Grumps, when yesterday they ended on a cliffhanger of them finally ready to beat Majora's Mask. And I was expecting the finale today. So...
Wait, are you sure? You sure that wasn't just them being like, here's a question. When's the last time they ever finished anything?
Well, that's the thing. They stopped playing Majora's Mask 2 years ago because they got to the Reaper boss at the 4th dungeon because they couldn't figure out how to beat him properly because they were very underprepared, and Aaron just called it bad gaming or bad video game design. They finally decided to go back while they're in quarantine or with all this happening, and he ended up welcome back. Aaron ended up having to replay the entire game because they had to play it on a emulator system because they couldn't get the original file or the original game right now. It does feel like with them actually doing the side quests, he was starting to actually show that he was starting to have some fun with it. Albeit he still seemed to either keep forgetting certain things that he's already learned, or when he keeps doing things the hard way when he could use a move that makes it easy, and then suddenly starts using that move once in a while as if, oh, so you did know it exists, so why are you not using it? But they eventually got to the final area. They got to the moon. They've gave up all the masks. They've got the Great Deity's mask, or the Fierce Deity mask, and the episode ended with them realizing, oh shit, we're going right into the final battle. We'll be back next time. So I was expecting it to be the finale today, but they put up a Fall Guys episode instead, which either means two things. Either one, they're really driving the fans up the wall with this anticipation stuff, or two, they had mentioned in 2 episodes ago that they unfortunately lost footage of them getting the last mask, and just went straight into the final going to the moon part. I'm hoping to God they didn't lose the footage again.
Well, speaking of final stuff, by the way, where are you guys? Like, I'm out in the field just killing stuff.
Oh, were we all ready to go back?
I don't know. Like, hey, not that I need you guys right now, but
wow, I feel the love.
It's okay, Tyrek.
I just feel so personally attacked.
Speaking of, I just want to point out, I put up the final episode of Hyper Light Drifter this Saturday.
I watched it, and I fully understand your criticisms, and I can't rebuttal right now because I still have to actually play the game fully, but I have seen gameplay of it from other people as well, and, well, like I said, I understand your criticisms.
Like, yeah, it's like the criticisms of being just like...
Well, hard to understand, and that it can be very tough. It can be.
Well, it's extreme. Well, not only is this extremely hard, but like I put 25 hours into the game to get all those power-ups, and the power-ups weren't very good. Like, I didn't feel powerful. I didn't feel any stronger than when I started. I didn't even need those power-ups to even get to the game. Like, I got through most of it without needing most of that stuff. Like, I spent 5 hours, like, looking for obelisks just to boost my HP by 1 point. Like, 1!
Well,
like the whole point of the game, like it just felt. I think ultimately though, I think the biggest problem I have with the game is the ultimate message of the game seems to be the most you can hope to do in life is die before everything you care about is ruined forever.
And that
like,
could indeed been a.
That is just such an ugly message to be giving to people. Like, and apparently it was intentional. The dude who did it has a terminal heart disease that's slowly killing him, and the whole game, is a metaphor of his own struggle of his heart illness being inevitable, that he's eventually going to die. And
that I was just not aware of.
Like, it's just a shit. It's just a really, but honestly, it's such a shitty message to be telling people. You know, like that's like the one thing you want to tell people before you go is that life's nothing you do matters. You're
Well, I don't think it was nothing mattered in the end. He still was able to balance that world before he eventually goes.
Yeah,
whatever was causing the chaos and the corruption, he was able to deal with it.
The whole journey was for him to like get that thing so he wouldn't die, and then but it turns out that the death god seemed to trick him, like he was never going to give him the cure he was asking for. He just used him basically to take back his powers, and then left him in the last spot he was in before he finally died. Yeah, it's like I don't even know what I really accomplished exactly. Like, apart from, but basically, like, just giving back the death god his powers. Because that's apparently like why the death god, all this stuff was happening, was because the death god was really pissed off at having his powers taken away. So he basically used you and a bunch of other people just to get it back. But fortunately, though, apparently not, the ending of the game was not well received by anybody. So, why exactly are we killing these goat people right now?
I don't know, minions of Madra, wasn't it?
I guess they declined the invitation to the
Or it's their habitat while they're kind of guard.
Do they even have penises for that, or like?
Yes.
Do you have proof of this?
Furry art does not count.
Or does it?
I know people who like. I've seen pornography of space marines and stuff with like Tyranids. It's just like that doesn't work because space marines don't. Last I checked, space marines don't even have the capability to do that.
I mean, I assume they still have to like pee and
piss. Yeah, they probably do. But oh, hey, we're at the castle.
You think those suits of theirs would be able to accommodate that?
Probably do.
I mean, to quote Jake Gyllenhaal in Donnie Darko, what's the point of living if you don't got a dick?
I agree.
Well, then again, I mean, I guess the orcs don't really. That's not really a problem for the orcs. They reproduce their
They're
own
made of
way.
fungus.
Well, they're made of part fungus. They still have flesh. They still have red blood. They don't bleed goo like some people say.
No goo for the goo. Goo, goo,
No,
goo,
like
goo,
believe
goo, goo, goo.
surprisingly their flesh is their blood is actually very it smells a lot like human blood. Surprise, if you can believe it. It's a very iron rich blood. So it has a very different smell from human blood, though. There's probably other stuff inside their blood.
Wog energy?
No, I'm not sure. I would need to. I haven't quite graduated from Xenos biology yet.
There is a new piece to the game. A girl named Leah. My spies tell me she is the child of the witch Adria, who is hiding in the deserts of Chaldeum. Bring this news to the Master at once.
I know for a fact that Skavens do in fact have penises because broodmothers are a thing.
Call of the week. Night stuff. Okay, I just got a lot of new stuff. Give me a second here.
The man with the golden eyes. I saw Magda take him into Leoric's old torture chambers below us.
Rest now. I will punish Magda and her cultists.
So is he? So he's alive, right?
Hang on, I'm still looking at
Okay.
Extra Fury and the fuses. Okay, let's try that. Although that takes away the whole thing I was doing.
Yes. My battle axe is dripping blood. I think there might be some sort of chaos and magic on this.
There's a down here. What's a down here? There's a lot of down here. Oh, that's where we're supposed to go. I'm dumb. Me dumb. I thought the teleporter up there is where we were supposed to go.
Halls of Agony? This sounds familiar.
Not to me.
I feel like I've played this level before in Diablo 2.
I mean, a lot of those names of agony, of yada yada yada, they all kind of blend together after a while. The insufferable bowels of torment, and so on.
I am convinced that some
malevolent
being is attempting to wrest control of my thoughts away from me. Voices direct me to horrendous acts, and there are times when I seem unable to control my body. Lazarus knows. This is certain.
And then
he looks at me strangely when he thinks me
Myself
otherwise.
and
I recently met a returning crusader. Now I understand. Each crusader took an apprentice. When a crusader fell, his apprentice would take up his armor, his place in the order, and even his very name. When the first generation of crusaders fell, their own apprentices took up their identities. And so it has continued for 200 years.
Infernal zombie.
Huh, apparently dropped a spike. ceiling trap on a zombie. Cool.
You know, there was actually a questionnaire that I watched recently of Ember text-to-speech, and the whole skull thing makes a bit more sense, though I'm not sure if I trust the source, largely because I'm not sure if it's a fan interpretation or if it's like something that Games Workshop officially stated. But
what are you talking about?
Well, the Emperor basically answered a question from a fan asking like why all the use of skulls and skeletons and stuff, and the Emperor's answer was like because it's to show that even in its most basic form, the human form is beautiful.
Those I find guilty of plotting against the kingdom. Perhaps they fear my eye will fall on them and discover their heinous.
Which is an interesting way of putting it. Like even without all the flesh and the muscles and stuff, the skull is still oddly beautiful for a piece of the human body.
I mean, it would make sense.
Yeah, which does actually remind me of what we were saying earlier with like the whole like gay furry thing and all that stuff. Like during this pirate caves, like I would say like I'm not exactly sure where my tastes lie, but I still find the girl body like so. I still like that.
Well, I mean, bisexuality is a thing.
Right, but I'm not actually really interested in relationships or anything. I'm pretty sure I'm not really
right.
like.
I mean, you can. That's entirely something that can happen. You can be bisexual and not actually interested in having sex with anything.
Like physically.
Relationship. Yeah.
Oh, come on, go through.
Because otherwise, I mean, I wouldn't continuously keep doing TFTD of the Worgen stuff.
Right. I mean,
right. Yeah.
I still appreciate the female form.
It's just so weird, though. Like, oh, treasure goblet! Kill it! Wow, that was underwhelming.
I think one of my grenades reached it from far, and it was 800% damage.
Ah.
That's apparently the perk of one of my equipment right now.
Durable little bastards, though.
Speaking of, there was
fire.
I thought I heard you say nurgling just now, and that reminds me. Someone put up a poll saying if snotlings or nurglings were cuter, and I'm just like, what? Snotlings, obviously, because at least they will follow orders. And besides,
whenever Games Workshop is having some website issues, they blame nurglings.
Like, nurglings are adorable, like, fundamentally, but, like, at the same time, it's like, they're also troublemakers.
So are snotlings.
Well, yeah, but snotlings can still, like, be beaten into submission. Like, they're... And besides, the grots need something to take their frustrations out on. If I can get the money, I am so going to be getting the colossal squig. And then I'll do a photo of like, and then I will have a photo of like orcs running away from the colossal squig.
Where are you?
Who is with me?
Well, I'm with Tyrick, it looks like. I don't know. I think, yeah, well, we went wrong way.
Well, you know, the good news is that this game's much easier to find people, your allies, than it was Diablo 2. For as much as I like that game, the game was kind of limited with it in being a bit basic.
I hear journal.
What is dead can sometimes die.
I got
HP Lovecraft reference.
Was not dead.
I have finally rid myself of the dark influence seeking to subdue me. And now I see things as they truly are. This conspiracy among the insolent townsfolk to weaken me by stealing Albrecht away will not stand.
I still like Lovecraft, but I'm gonna say that I think a lot of that he's a bit that of the many horror artists, he can be a bit overquoted sometimes,
and inherently racist.
Well, yeah, but I can't really hold that against him. That's generally was an issue with a lot of early 20th century culture.
He was kind of racist even for the time, but he did soften over the course of his life.
Of course, he has. Of course, yeah.
He wasn't nearly as bad towards the end of his life.
I feel soften's not the right word for something like this. I think more educated, or something to that.
The funny thing is that he actually married a Jewish wife.
Yep.
Who later divorced him, but like the thing, you can separate product from creator. Like that is a thing. I mean, for example, like I know a lot of people don't really care for Orson Scott Card's like current sentiments with life, but you know, like his books.
Even when they go off the walls.
Yeah. Where am I? Where are you guys?
I don't know. Tyrek and I had just crossed a bridge.
I willingly went backwards for a second just to make sure I didn't miss any treasure you guys may have found.
I'm somewhere. I found a passage.
No, not that.
Passage?
I think it might actually be. Here's where the M rating go. Here's where all the M rating went. Now this is more like it. Blood everywhere, fire, gore. Yes.
You went into the Highland Passage by any chance?
We did.
Okay.
Oh, no, not yet. But I was going to. Is this where we're supposed to go?
Highlands Passage we're supposed to go.
It's the only other place
I'll be waiting outside the cursed hold, which is where eventually it's supposed to end up.
You know what was another really fun game that I honestly am sad that it never that the service work kind of like went poof. I really liked Dungeon Siege as a game, even if the plot was kind of meh. It seemed like a really rich, developed world, and then then was Dungeon Siege 2, and then Dungeon Siege 3, which I don't think was anything at all had anything to do with the first game. Oh, it's a woman, and her head is missing.
Oh, wonderful.
And she's got nobody, 'cause nobody wants to be with her. I was quoting on Frankenstein, actually.
Luker.
Oh.
I am Scylla.
Frederick!
I am Scylla, once Queen Dwelling.
Okay, fine, I won't talk to you.
The guy who played Igor was like the best part of that movie.
The name's Igor.
Well, I thought they said it was Igor. Well, they must have got it wrong, didn't they?
I love the implication at the end that Frankenstein got the monster's huge,
Oh, is that what happened? I thought he just I just thought he just got part of his brain. Like...
sort of a trade-off or something, but whenever they played that, sweet mysteries of life thing, that tended to imply, sexy things.
Oh, I see.
Oh, sweet mystery of life, at last I found you.
When are they gonna make another good... When are they gonna put out another werewolf movie, god damn it? I'm sick of the... What?
Ryan Gosling's in, House of Star as said werewolf.
Really?
What's he in?
No, I mean, when are they gonna make a new werewolf movie, like, at the end? When is the next werewolf movie coming out? Because there hasn't been much interest in a werewolf movie.
I found a treasure goblin.
Again?
Yep, but Yep. I am, like, being chased by several fatties.
I think you may be a little too far away to help with that, man.
I'm trying to chase him down to help.
You're not getting away! Oh, for the love... Oh, for the love of... Oh, chicken. Oh.
You know, Tabby? Maybe the Revenant doesn't show up, like, on easy mode.
Right, you mentioned that.
Because,
also, I think I lost the goblin.
Well, here he is!
Oh, you found him?
Get him! Got him! Yay. Newt.
Feel his bones.
I may be slowly pickling my liver.
What?
I might be slowly pickling my liver.
What does that mean?
Oh.
He's drinking. I would assume.
Or cooking, which is why he's all the way to the other side.
I thought he was talking about giving himself cirrhosis.
Oh, someone's angry at us.
No, that's just the general greeting from the other zombies.
The gods have seen fit to release me from this torment.
Oh. I apparently found the sixth, prisoner. I didn't even know it.
Excellent. I think the other warden's down this way.
Why, they could have... I'm sad that they did not do more expansions of this Diablo game. Like, this... I liked that... I liked where they were going with it, like... But, you guys...
I found the warden.
But you guys will, already?
I have found the gate.
There may have been quite a few corpses around. So, you know what I did.
I keep forgetting I have this one.
Explosions?
No.
Oh.
Corpse lands.
Oh, I thought... Oh, that's a relief. I thought you said you were gonna have sex with them.
I can't carry anymore.
What?
I'm sorry, I must be high. Did I hear what did I
Okay, guys, before we go through that gate, I must return.
Wow,
and
those zombos!
I must return and drop off some items because I am full again.
Really?
Yep.
I'm not having... Why am I not having this issue?
I've got 15 more.
By the way, Tabby, did you know that you can actually expand your chest and stuff with gold?
My lord.
I've heard, yes.
Ready as you requested.
Okay, let's go. Let's head back to town while we're waiting for Tabby.
Your loyalty is invaluable in the midst of all these traitors. And you, my dear, my own wife and queen, conspiring against our kingdom.
My love, I swear, I have never betrayed you.
Well, there we go.
Oh. That's how she lost her head.
Yes.
Lies. Until the very end.
Wait, are you back in the dungeon already?
I haven't left the dungeon just yet. I was still following you guys until we decided to leave, and then I came across Alessa's
with the queen dispatched as a
death.
traitor. I may now devote myself fully to preparing the boy for the presence.
What?
I just sold a Crusader shield. I could have given it to you.
Okay, now I am heading back.
Can't. Oh,
No, it's lost forever. This isn't like kind of game. Oh wait, yes I can.
You buy back, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Excellent.
Okay, here, let me just give this to you.
Ooh. Ooh, piece of candy.
I want this back. I want this back. I want
Now just
it
remember,
back now.
Crusaders, damage DPS lies in strength. And then casters lies in intellect, and then hunters and monks and stuff, theirs scales with dexterity. But don't tell anybody you leveled that, Tabby.
Pretty cool looking armor.
What are you, casual?
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I kid, Tabby.
Okay.
I was, yeah, you should. I was quoting that one Dark Souls vid.
Holy sh!
Giants become unstoppable. The ultimate min-maxed armor set in Dark Souls.
My hatred is too low.
God. That's a lot of...
My cocktail is gone.
What is it, Tabby? What is it?
The multi-shot just... That's a freaking volley of arrows.
Oh, yeah, that.
Okay. Alright, now to check the inventory. Act 1 never ends! Blah! Hey, Hexen.
Hello, Hexen. Ignore me. I have had quite a bit of gin.
Okay, let's see.
Now I look like a proper witch doctor. La 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 la.
I don't know what I need anymore.
Okay, we'll go with this. What is that? Is that a crossbow? I guess so, because it's... Okay, that is a crossbow. I am... Let's see. Doodly-doo, doodly-doo, doo-doo. Yep, take it.
Pickle stormer doobly-doo, doobly-doobly-doobly-doo. Nathan explosion.
Dun 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 dun. Meow. Boom.
How do I socket an item? Do I talk to the...
Oh!
Lady?
You could just, like, go click on the item, and then if you have a gemstone, then you can just put it in the item.
Huh, okay.
Like, let me see. I got a topaz here. And yeah, you go to your little bag, and if you got any gemstones in there, you can select the gemstone and just socket it whatever has whole sockets in it. Now, eventually, you will get an artisan who can actually, like, upgrade your jewels and stuff.
Yes.
And he's played by James Hong!
My favorite man.
Just hearing his voice it just brings me joy. I'll to be 120.
So I'm looking at this forging thing. the magical dust essence-y thing, and then there's the other one that's not magical.
You know, I've never actually crafted anything from Hadric, and I probably should. I imagine becomes more of a more important like when you get to the end game, and there is an end game.
I did not mean to. I now apparently did something.
What? Did what, Tabby?
No, that's not good. I didn't mean to craft a weapon, which wasn't bad, but it doesn't help with the new stuff that I have. Okay,
oh dear.
And then I have weapon with jewel that I could use. I will put the diamond into the... No, I won't. Well, actually, yes, I will. You need to be drinking harder in order to beat Diablo 3. And Tabby, if the number beside little sword is green, the item is just better. You only need to craft weapons. You make your damage better. Except it didn't really increase anything. I have way too high dexterity don't want to give up. And I need dexterity. All you people tell me just to get the stats higher related to the character. I'm not giving up my dexterity. And about drink, I'll be right back.
Tabby. Jeez, that was getting a little manic.
Sorry, I'll be right back.
Okay. In fact, where's my drinky? Yeah. Let me just drown away my anxiety with caffeine so I can be more anxious. So what's a good alcoholic drink with Mountain Dew anyway?
I am back.
I have no idea.
Would it be gin?
Do you want to keep the flavor of the Mountain Dew?
Maybe.
If you want to keep it vodka.
Why vodka?
It has no taste.
Well, clearly it has alcohol. Well, clearly the alcohol has its taste.
Yeah, but I'm guessing vodka just doesn't have as much of a taste as other drinks.
Vodka does not have vodka pretty much is like a neutral spirit, so all you're really going to get out of it is the burn of the alcohol. So, which is why, if you're making like a martini, and if you want some flavor, gin is probably the way to go. Or
I see. Is it just... Okay, who's here?
Oh, I am ready. We are ready to continue. I am ready to continue.
Same.
Oh, wow, that wasn't... Oh, okay. That wasn't like the actual end. There's still more. Holy shit.
Oh, shit.
Man, I told you guys, this game just keeps going. You know, for a game I only bought for like 30 bucks. This is there's quite a lot of content for this game. And considering the fact that a lot of these dungeons are randomly generated, that means that the game has potentially limitless content.
I killed them all. Me.
What killed the dinosaurs? Me! I killed them! I killed them all with my bare hands! Wow, that's loud. Let me turn that down. I can't hear myself.
There are times I do not want to hear myself.
Act 1 has almost nothing randomly generated. Layouts are the same, placements are different. Yeah, I think we knew that. I think we knew that. Book, must see.
I need more bodies. You think my summoners can just conjure up a demon whenever it pleases them? We must have blood. Fresh blood, mind you. And human flesh to bolster our magic. I will be expecting a reply from you shortly.
Okay, well, Leoric has certainly gone crazy by this point.
That wasn't him.
Oh, sorry, Leoric, sorry. I was listening to Leoric's journal, part 5.
Oh.
Like, he's totally gone
a bit round the bend.
He's gone cuckoo.
Very much.
Honestly, I think of all the world systems out there, of all the universes that Blizzard's come up with, I think Warcraft is probably the most friendly.
Which is saying a lot.
Considering that how stuff there, like, people die a lot.
That shit is already hitting me. That's unreal, man.
But speaking of...
What's hitting you, Tabs?
I busted out the dragon's milk.
Why? Oh God, Tabby. Oh, you're gonna be fucking smashed.
Yeah.
Not a smash it. In the grand scheme of things, I've probably... Yeah, I'm pretty smashed. But I actually made a stew with dragon's milk.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know, cooking with
Babish? No, that's baking with Babish.
Cooking alcohol is actually possible. As it's
now. I've heard enough
like you're largely the alcohol will boil away, but you're largely just using the flavor of what isn't the alcohol.
Or it's your hide will be
like, I know a good recipe for you you can try at some point.
This is where we came from.
What?
What?
Wait, are you sure?
Yeah.
The cursed hold?
I need to go back.
Yeah,
no, I do need to go back. Well, there is more at the top that we didn't check. At least I didn't check.
Yeah, let's check. Let's check that out. There might be something else up there to destroy.
Ripper.
I'm cooking with gas. You hear that? You're next, Hulk Hogan.
But yeah, one of my usual pan sauces for steaks usually requires like a shit ton of wine.
Yeah, but you know most of that alcohol is just gonna boil away.
Oh, I know. I use it for flavor and acidity.
I see. Well, I got a recipe, by the way, that I want to share with you, Tyrek, that I'd like you to try and see if you can perfect.
Alright.
I'll send you a link like later. It's something that I cook once a year, as best I can. It's called Captain Jarrett's Death Roast. It's a piratey themed pot roast that uses Captain Morgan's rum.
Ah.
And it's something I like to cook for Talk Like a Pirate Day.
Alright.
But I won't be doing that this year, as as I'm no longer allowed to cook with alcohol. So instead, because family. I technically am the caretaker of this house that belongs to them, so it's their rules.
Need more time.
So instead, I'm making that orc pirate team. But believe me, if I had a way of getting around that, I would. Ooh, I think we are at the boss area. Yep. The Butcher's Lair!
Ah, there'll definitely be blood.
Blood!
You must be back in Tristram crying over the old man's corpse. She'll soon have another one to cry over. Yours. Meet the Butcher.
Squeal, piggy!
Listen, you undersexed fairy. I don't think we're going to be crying over us anytime soon.
I need more discipline.
And we're done.
Well, that was a joke.
Yes. It was.
Oh, he pretty much just dogpiled the schmuck.
Yeah, we gang raped it.
Okay, gang... stooped it?
Also, that pork is completely ruined. It is way overcooked.
Very much so.
And tastes like evil.
That poor pork.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah. Which reminds me. Thank you for reminding me about that. I need to, I switched one of the chefs who taught me, asking me his opinion on this taco thing.
Wait, are we all of us here?
No, you guys kind of ran ahead.
Oh.
Hold on.
Won't touch. Won't touch.
Tabby and I touched kind of.
You touched the cold.
Stranger!
I'm dying.
No, you're not. Shut up.
You sound so surprised.
I remember now.
I knew
I
it.
was an archangel of the high heavens. I was the embodiment of justice. I am Tyrael.
Oh, I thought you were Batman.
You have restored my mind, friend. And now, I remember the warning I came to deliver. Belial and Asmodan, the last lords of hell, are unleashing a tide of darkness that will drown this world. Already, Belial's shadow has fallen upon Chaldean.
Then I will go to Chaldeum and introduce myself to Belial.
We must move quickly. Let us return to Tristram and make ready.
Meet the Butcher. Warcraft was the most friendly until StarCraft 2 happened, and the universe lived happily ever after. Everyone knew who the stranger was. Has the same voice actor. La la la. Yeah, sure. Everyone knew. Ha ha ha. Wait, did everybody come back? Oh, you're all over there. That's what happened.
So you lived with your father during the fall of Old Tristram.
Father was a diplomat. Had a manor in Chaldeum with servants, terraces, all of that. Everything changed when the troubles started.
When the Fire Nation attacked.
Rumors spread that my grandfather was responsible for the king's madness. My father's work fell apart. No one would speak to him. He kept believing it will blow over, though.
But it was not to be.
No. I'd rather not talk about it now, if you don't mind. I've work to see to.
Sure, buddy, sure. Alright, new shit.
Oh, I got a knife! A real knife!
I have plenty of knives. Would you care to try again?
Oh, the knife's no good.
That is showing no good, yeah?
Yeah, it's no good.
Well, that's definitely better. Take that. Butcher's Oh, yes! Without thought Nope. Not better. Okay. And then nothing new there, nothing new there. Okay. Alright.
I will be back in a moment.
Oakley dokley.
Oakley dokley.
Okay, good. What is this? Blacksmith's belongings. Okay.
I've dug up some new things for you to take a look at.
Nope. 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 Well. I mean, technically that is better.
Farewell, protector of Tristram. Farewell,
Skull. Skull! The thing in my head. Everyone! Skull! 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 Skull!
Oh wait, why was I on this? No, stop! Stop!
Oh, I hate Mountain Dew. Basic. It's like I don't know what the flavor's supposed to be, but it's like the most it's the most generic citrus flavor
May
imaginable.
The gods who abandoned us come to your aid one last time.
It tastes faintly of grapefruit, orange, lemon. Like, I don't know what it's supposed to be, but it's definitely not any kind of citrus fruit I've ever had.
It's very citrus. It's very acidic and citrusy.
It's like a very mild grapefruit, I guess.
Well, I guess.
Personally, though, I prefer Mountain Dew Code Red. Do you guys have any particular favorite flavor of Mountain Dew?
Yeah, Code Red, basically.
I
What about you? What?
I drink the original.
Oh yeah? You like the original?
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. I cannot upgrade no more.
I think Tyrion's eyeing me like he knows I'm planning on resurrecting corpses in the future.
Perhaps I'm planning to do. Why
Time
is
grows short, my friends. Even now, Belial's influence is spreading through.
I'm back.
Oh, hey, you were just talking about our favorite flavors of Mountain Dew.
Magda and her coven will lead us straight to.
You have one?
I'm not going anywhere until Uncle
I guess
Deckard's
the
been
original.
laid to rest.
Oh, okay.
As you wish.
All right.
We will see to his shell. Then we will see to his murderers.
Don't describe his body as a shell. It just makes him sound like an indecisive mollusk. Like Zinch.
See to Cain as we depart.
I like how Korax and Vulcan basically think Magnus has any sort of power over the Emperor when it's basically just 99% of Magnus's day involves just arguing with his dad and losing.
Only because his dad is only because the Emperor's an asshole.
I do like the bit where it's like he's talking about liking Cryptmen, and then even Dorn's like, even the Inquisition didn't like this guy. Custodian is like, you can change your mind about liking him. The Emperor's just like, what if you shut up?
What if you shut up?
Shall we go?
Yeah. Alright, okay. 30, countdown in 25 seconds.
Cutscene in 20 seconds.
You can talk to me.
Right, well.
Speaking of, that reminds me. You know, I've been to Walt Disney. It's not exactly as cool as I thought it was. Like, a lot of the rides are just basically like just these slow-moving, like, carts that, like, showcase a lot of the movies they've already had. they've made already, and the movies are like more exciting than the actual park rides.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the animatronics, I guess, are okay. Splash Mountain, though, is definitely an exception to that, though it will be missed.
Oh, Bo. Splash Mountain going away. Oh, Bo.
Deckard sacrificed much to protect this world. But his work is not over.
What would you know about sacrifice?
Sirius, the ancient law of the high heavens strictly forbids us from interfering with the mortal world. Yet you have done so, brazenly.
All I am guilty of, Imperius, is bringing justice, while you hide, cowering behind your throne.
Silence! You will now answer for your transgressions.
Other angel is kind of a prick.
You cannot judge me. I am justice itself. We were meant for more than this. To protect the innocent. But if our precious laws bind you all to inaction, then I will no longer stand as your brother.
Chose to be one of us.
Sacrilege.
Thus, I fell willingly. Because humanity is the only hope.
He does doesn't he look a bit like Zavala?
A little bit.
Though he's a bit big for Zavala.
I never believed. Oh, your crazy tale.
He's almost Space Marine size, honestly.
You never finished.
Then again, though, I think Warcraft just has this issue with just the pauldrons being like the most articulate part of the armor. With anything Blizzard-wise.
Finish it, Uncle.
Gotta have dim pauldrons.
Wait! No! Don't drag me! I'm still alive! Ow! Shit! What the?
You okay?
One of Mark's Chaos Emeralds just dropped on my head.
Ow.
I guess it didn't like that. Or Chaos certainly didn't like my performance there. Whatever. Good thing those things are made of plastic and not glass.
I traveled to Chaldeum, the great city of the East. It has fallen before one of the last lords of hell.
What happened to Lut-Gulade, the desert, that one desert city?
I don't know. I'll be happy if I never have to go back there.
I like the harem.
You mean where they slaughtered the women?
I prefer a harem full of men, but that's just me.
No, that's not just you.
I could combine similar gems to make a more powerful one. At the moment, I can only offer you a few basic pieces of jewelry. Now, if you bring me supplies, I will eventually be able to offer you
give me your materials, you bastard!
But it doesn't have to be just business with us. Come by and talk anytime, my friend. I heard a rumor that there is a strange and mysterious jewel crafting device hidden in the aqueduct of the Daugr Oasis. I have a mind to go search for it myself. Don't worry, I won't go alone. I'm sure I'll
that Chaos Emerald dropping on my head ruined what I was going for there. This Decker King just trying to say, wait, I'm still alive! Don't hurt me! Ah!
I actually thought for a split second you were adding something to that end.
No, more like I just got hit in the head by something.
Nice gold jewel to put on my forehead. That will fix everything.
Okay, that's all of his conversation.
New goods today. Please. I heard you came here from Tristram. My family came from there. That place has had some very bad luck, hasn't it?
Also, at what point do you guys want to call this?
At least 30 more minutes, I think, in me.
Okay.
I have a bit. And again, I am.
It's only 6:48.
Yeah, but it's nearly 9 o'clock on my end. Keep in mind. And I've been up since 7.
Much more than
That's the earliest.
Will come to your aid today. She can be of great help to you. So try to be polite, will you?
I need
Why do you think
fan.
you need her help?
Where is
What do you see
machine
happening?
there it is.
The Coven will use deception to try to
Usually,
How predictable.
often I don't usually try. I usually try to stay up at least 16 hours.
I was just talking to Nobly. He is still denying his grief. He really needs to open up. If he would just let me comfort him, it would do him a world of good.
Comfort, yes. Book of Cain, I have nothing to identify. Stash, mailbox, nothing in mailbox.
I have never been outside the city my entire life. I have never been.
Must I? You won't find a.
I have never been outside the palace.
Exactly.
When they threw us out here, I thought I would
You won't find a place full of more villainy and something.
Scum and villainy across these.
Words should hide their scum and villainy. We want to be cautious.
Hey, you! I sell things for cheap because
No.
I will just take them off your back.
By the grace of the ancients, may your soul be warmed and brought to glory.
Oh, there's apparently a Battleforge box of the Imperial Fisties that someone's selling for like $200.
Lord of Lies.
That's kind of
I can smell his stench.
out of my price range.
We'll have to separate. You two search
In the
for
32nd
Belial, while I
millennium,
track down Magda
I
and make her pay for Cain's
exist.
death.
I was V.
I was me.
That was some strange hip stutter.
In the X Millennium, I slept. Through the entirety of the 3rd century.
Refugees come from? I am not a god. I am a Shira, commander of the Iron Wolves.
Yeah, I remember her!
Weird.
Oh, she was so freaking cool!
Borderlands. Then we share a common foe. I seek Magda.
Ashira is actually one of the returning characters from the second game.
Cool. But has blocked the road behind her.
Her Iron Wolves were some of the best mercenaries you could have had, alongside with the first mercenaries you could get. They cast like
big swords.
The Imperial Guard lets no one in.
I think that's generally the thing with Blizzard games in general. Big swords, giant pauldrons,
Until we helped the Zacharin
big
priests
things.
find a successor to the first Emperor.
Librarians.
We became the Emperor's personal guard after that.
Anywho.
Everything changed a few months ago when the first refugees began
Awkward.
arriving. An imperial guard was created to protect the citizens from the...
No, you know what, whatever.
Now even though Tyrio could be out there helping us, he's just gonna stand by and do nothing. Dick.
We are the grunts. The angel is the ex-angel is the commander.
Are you guys coming?
Later.
Oh, there you are.
I wish there was banter between the other heroes, like you could with the sidekicks,
or like in Dragon Age,
or Vermintide.
Yeah.
What? Silence Witch.
Oh, here we go. The Hellcats have kind of changed in appearance. It's now they kind of look more like Worgen.
I've become more formidable.
Not an issue for me, honestly, but I did prefer their more Amazonish design in the second game, because that honestly just made me think of like Amazon getting TF'd into one of them.
I love that jump slam.
Spits, pats, fiddly flap, lip, lap, lap.
Be careful. They are very near to us.
What do you mean?
Thank you.
The road is blocked.
You should never have come. Demons were faced on your bones.
And they're dead. Or they were.
You shouldn't have come out of hiding.
Not ready yet.
Because we're about to kick your ass.
How did you know about the ambush?
I am an enchantress. The ways of magic and illusion are familiar to me. My name is ARANEAE.
And I am a crusader. Nice to meet you, ARANEAE. Why are you out here?
Well, I am also looking for someone. But here, let me clear the way for you.
Captain, from behind! Protect the people! Iron Wolves!
If not for you, the Lacuni would have eaten well this day.
Is the road ahead so filled with danger?
More than Lacuni stalk the road. Cultists cast their spells from 2 desert layers to disguise the Black Canyon Bridge.
Let us head north to the Howling Plateau. The cultist magic seems to be emanating from there.
Into the desert of sand.
To the north.
It's coarse and rough and gets everywhere.
And people where they don't like, with the cut off your ear, if they don't like your face, it's barbaric. Hey, home.
The cultists try to hide their footsteps.
Hermes,
Their spells
that's my
are weak
microphone.
and easily countered.
It's
if
his
we follow
microphone.
these prints, we can find their lairs and halt the rituals. I will
Oh,
seek
that's
out
what he
any
thinks.
other traces of their magic.
Probably.
I think.
Is this one just like frozen? That one's just frozen in place, apparently.
Was he frozen today?
Maybe.
I was frozen today!
Hermes, no. I know you're cute and adorable.
What's he doing? Still chewing on your microphone?
He's headbutting the microphone.
Headbutting it.
Aw, he just wants attention.
Back away.
Well, that being said, if we're gonna look into Kansas early, Tabby, I'd be willing to ask if you wanted to like try to start tackling the weaves.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh God. Well, okay, that mountain. Okay, maybe I should stop drinking that Mountain Dew. I'm starting to get a bit. I'm starting to get a bit of that reflux.
More hidden footprints.
Nightmarish.
must die.
Look, I can summon a giant spider that makes little spiders.
And I have a
You're
spider
an
companion
arachnophobes
right
nightmare.
Oh, there's no need to be scared, Frenzy. It just wants to lay eggs inside your chest.
Don't be scared. It's Carnival. What?
Man, I wish that.
What's
man,
that?
I wish that.
Okay.
I wish that Orion would actually like be available and stuff, but his schedule keeps him so busy. I may just have to actually like just do the. They may just have to wind up like doing that story he wanted like on my own.
I just thought of something horrifying and hilarious.
Look, more hidden
What?
footprints.
Arachnophobe, who is a were-drider.
This is one of the cultist lairs.
That's self-contradicting.
I know.
Curses don't give a shit what you're afraid of.
Yeah.
Although I wouldn't mind being a weird rider.
There should be another
I
ritual.
think I would take issues with that, honestly. Largely because it would wind up having just basically like biting into people, watching them dissolve, and then just basically then sucking up the liquefied insides.
And a werewolf tearing people to pieces and eating meaty chunks is better. How exactly?
It's the texture, Tabby. It's a texture frenzy. I have an appreciation for being able to rend and tear through solids. I don't really want to like spend the rest of my life eating everything through a straw.
Look, more hidden footprints.
It's a good thing this enchantress knows where we're going, because I sure don't.
Wait, where did she go? Where am I going?
She is
I
right
don't know, I'm
behind
going
you.
where the violence is.
Oh, that's a good answer. Like, wait, where are we supposed to go? Towards the violence.
Towards where there are more booms.
And splatting noises.
What is that? Why is there a flute being played? Am I the only one hearing that?
This headset kind of muffles a lot of the noise, so I don't hear any music at all.
A boot? Yeah, there go.
God, I hated sand wasps in Diablo 2.
Oh, hey, at least they're big and not just clouds of flies.
Yes. I hated those fucking things.
I still hated Act 3 more than I did Act 2.
What was the worst enemy you fought in Act 3?
Anything that poisoned you, I suppose. Which was a lot of shit.
Yeah, that... I still remember one particular enemy... Wait. I think I found the altar.
It is with some reluctance that I write on the 7 lords of hell, for they are the greatest of the demons. And even
Oh god,
whispering
another
the
mentor that we know better than when he was dead than alive.
Evils, Belial, Asmodan, Juriel, and Andariel.
Yes.
And the prime evils, Mephisto, Baal, and Diablo.
I think we're supposed to go this way, though.
Yeah, we're just searching.
Oh, I want to go inside this house and loot it.
Loot, like a Viking.
Yeah,
And
hey,
the
let's
Crusaders pillaged too.
Hello, friends.
Hey, let's go into people's homes and just steal everything, cause I'm the hero. This is my story.
Yeah, exactly. As the protagonists, we are entitled to take anything that isn't nailed down and some of the things that are.
Was that a bloodthirster just now?
Kinda looks like a very small one.
There's a thing down here. Oh, yeah.
There is a flute playing in the air.
There is a
oh wait,
flute,
there's a
yes.
cavern. Mr. Rocco Caverns.
Sweet revenge. There'd better be a lot of wind down there.
Hmm.
That just starts making me think of Aladdin, where Chiraco was this wind elemental that could slaughter people just by turning itself into a razor with a whirlwind of slicing air. You know, the funny thing is that Mosenrath, during that whole episode, he was eventually going to reveal to be Aladdin's brother, but it was a plot thread that was never going to fully developed or really talked about.
Explains why he looks so much like him. I just mostly remember Mirage being hot.
Yeah. Yes. You were gonna do something with her, weren't we?
I think so. Like, I know you got a EF pic of her from Ariana, but I don't
that
remember
I did.
What you were going to do. Can't remember if you were supposed to do more.
I think I recall what the idea was, but I think I'd rather not talk about it over, like, here.
Right. We've gone up a fair number of levels tonight. Holy crap. I think we started at like 16,
I was at 16,
15?
yeah, 16, yeah.
I was at 17. And yet somehow, even though okay, I apparently found my way to level 2 entrance. Did where?
But yeah, like
just over here in the corner.
Yeah, concerning what you were saying earlier with like Tyrael's brother being kind of a jerk. Yeah, that's really kind of a huge thing with the angels in this universe. The angels of heaven are actually are all a bunch of dicks who could care less about the humans. Even though the humans actively worship them, they really could care less about us. Largely because we are kind of a byproduct of the angels and the devils, a whole war thing. The devils, however, are not a bunch of human phobes. In fact, they actually actively attempt to recruit us into their ranks. Which is kind of ironic. The angels won't have us, but the minions of hell are more than glad to take us under their wing.
I mean, it makes sense. Gotta take recruits where you can.
Yeah, but you'd think the angels. You'd think that
You'd think,
the angels
but pride goeth before the fall, and yada yada. One of us is off looting while the boss gets absolutely curb stomped. I love it.
I just got a new knife. Again. Wait, hey, that was mine!
Whoa. Did I accidentally take something?
I
my
a
ceremonial knife. I dropped it on accident.
Was it this thing?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Wait. Wait a minute.
Can anyone make use of a cane? Because I dropped one.
I'll take it, but I don't think I will.
I just don't know which class uses
Okay, I
what.
guess that was just the wind. Because my controller wasn't shaking just now.
Was that the wind?
Can't be a wind. Can't be the wind. There's not an arrow sticking out of your head.
Yeah, I'm just glad. Maybe okay. I am starting to be experiencing suspicious because we've been out in the field for like God knows how long, and we have not been invaded once.
You might be onto something with the whole easy difficulty not having them thing, because that would make sense. We seem to be missing a...
Tyrick?
Tyrick and Tabby.
I'm still exploring.
I'm dealing with the silliness of a cat.
Ah.
I see.
He's trying to eat
Oh, I'm level 24. I wonder if this means if I can actually get that passive skill. That awesome passive skill. Let's see. No, that's not it. Nope. Still can't get either of the skills. If I just can get you those last two that skill and passive skill, then I'll have a complete army of completed. There's a whole purpose of this army effectively is yes.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what you said.
Yeah, I'll stand by that. But the whole point of this army is effectively just to do constant health regen. Effectively, I'm unkillable. In a way, though, I do really feel like the Witch Doctor is a bit way too easy to use.
I mean, we gotta have a class that's at least somewhat newbie friendly.
Gimme Jewel. Nope.
Oh, you see, Mansion. Do you moisturize?
Okay, I have seen everything here. Quest was completed. Okay.
Oh, good! Checkpoint. Excellent. And there's even more expansive desert! Yeah, maybe we should, I think maybe it is a good time to stop. Because, it's only gonna get aimless from here.
Yeah, I'm gonna head back to town and see if I can't salvage or do things that way. Oh, yes, the Irish is back.
Welcome back, the Irish.
I kept teleporting back into the same spot.
Yeah, same.
You don't say.
Okay, I just gotta bring up, okay, so have you guys heard about this new thing going on with Marvel where they have, these, new heroes that are, supposed to be what the kids these days are into?
The new heroes?
Comics.
Well, Marvel has put out a new generation of millennial heroes, including with such names like Screen Time, Snowflake, Safe Space. These are effectively very gender neutral. It's just awful. It's just conceptually awful. And but any criticisms as such as being dismissed by Marvel and the writer as being transphobic, intolerant, and sexist, racist, and
I just don't care anymore.
Comment.
Yeah. What else is there to say?
The hatred! I'll take that. Nope. And then, nope. And then... I want it, but then increase the effect of any insurance, the effect does not apply. It's got 18%.
Maybe that's honest. Maybe that's what those people who are trying to do that whole campaign to stop whatever it was they were worried about with Warhammer and Games Workshop. Maybe that's what they were on. Maybe that's what they were on about. I'm pretty sure that the Games Workshop is smarter than that and knows better to not get involved in that kind of thing. Like, the whole statement they made was largely just don't just be a dick, but everyone else is interpreting it as them getting involved in the whole politic thing.
I must say, I'm very fond of this new family I find myself in.
Tabby,
but you could be a bit more open about your love for us, you know.
My family is dead.
Oh, don't try to hide it. You act like you just.
Oddly enough, my own fight club has been kind of avoiding all that stuff as well. They're trying to encourage people not to bring that into
the city has
club.
Many secrets, and I still remember most of them. I can get into Chaldeum through the sewers if I avoid
that's probably the smart thing.
While I'm out, my friend has sworn to take down Magda.
There's no real need to kind of bring that into the whole thing of fighting.
Returning to Chaldeum must be hard for you.
I told myself I'd never come back here, and yet here I am.
Because of what happened to your father?
The only reason I ever bring up at all is because I actually do spend a lot of time on Twitter these days.
Weather doesn't suit me either.
I've stopped paying much attention to Twitter because I don't need the headache.
I really only follow the good people that I know are good people and just scroll past all the bullshit, hate. Or try to, at least. That doesn't make me feel like the world is just continuing to burn. Anyways, yeah, I think this might be a good time to stop here for the night.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, I'll see you on Vermintide too, Tabby.
Alright, give me like 10 minutes or something to refresh up before I bounce on. Otherwise, I'll meet you shortly, Wrath. And Frenzy, as always, good to play with you, buddy. Hope you had a good day.
You too.
And Tyrek, I'll also talk.
Of course, I'm on Discord if anybody wants to talk.
Of course.
And if Leo streams, I will probably see you guys later. Some of you there.
Alright, otherwise I'll talk to you later, Tyrek, as well.